Hi Ohio, this video is for your second testing pick 3 pi method video. You will need to disregard the other video in this series for you. It is no longer valid. If you are new to the channel, all this method is where I take the number pi, so 314159, and I'm adding and subtracting those numbers from the pick 3 numbers to try to figure out what numbers will be hitting potentially in the next week to 2 months. Okay, Ohio, so for you, it looks like your state is liking Tuesday now for this method, okay? And also, normally what I would do is just do, either add 159 or subtract that number one time. But it seems to also work if you add or subtract 159 twice. And I'll show you what I'm referring to in a little bit. Okay, so also Ohio, for your state, normally I use this method to find the next week's worth of numbers. But for your state right now, as far as I can tell, this method is taking up to 1 to 2 months for the numbers to hit, okay? I did do a lot of back testing, and unfortunately that's the only pattern I can basically see for your state, okay? You might have a better one, but that's all I can see for right now, okay? And one thing too, if you are new to the Ohio Pick 3, your patterns change all the time, okay? So this method might be good for the next month or two and then not be good anymore. So you'll have to do a lot of back testing yourself too. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to show you some of the back testing examples that I did. And also remember that my calculations, they're always in Lotto math, okay? So I went all the way back to April 2nd, 2019 to test this theory out, okay? So you have 471 that hit that day. You're going to add 314. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. 1 plus 4 is 5. And that one did hit box on April 6th and April 16th. You also will subtract off 314, so you'll have 4 minus 3, which is 1, 7 minus 1, which is 6, and then 11 minus 4, which is 7, and that hit on April 11th. Okay, so that 785 that you got, you're going to add 159 to it. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13 or 3. You're going to have 5 plus 9, which is 4. Or 14, but I always use the last digit there, okay? And that hit on May 28th. You're going to also add 159 to 834. So you'll have 8 plus 3, or not 8 plus 3, 8 plus 1, which is 9. 3 plus 5, which is 8. And then 4 plus 9, which is 3 or 13. And that was 983, and that hit on April 10th. You also got 167 on that previous page. So you'll have, you're going to add 159 to that. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 6 plus 5 is 11 or 1. 7 plus 9 is 16 or 6. And that gives you 216, which fell box on May 2nd. You're going to also subtract off 159. So 1 minus 1, which is 0. 6 minus 5, which is 1. 17 minus 9, which is 8, so 018, and that did hit on June 8th. So on this example, I did add 159 to 216, and that gave 365, which did not hit. And I did also subtract it off of 018. So 018 minus 159. So you have 10 minus 1, which is 9. 11 minus 5, which is 6. And then 18 minus 9, which is 9. So you got 969. And that did hit straight on May 24th. So for that day, which I just showed, that's all the examples, okay? So let's go ahead with another example of the back testing that I do. So you kind of have an idea on how to get this to work, okay? So on May 7th, you had 331 hit, okay? So you're going to add 314. Got 3 plus 3, which is 6. 3 plus 1, which is 4. And 1 plus 4, which is 5. That number did not hit. You're going to also subtract off 314, so you have 3 minus 3, which is 0. 3 minus 1, which is 2. 11 minus 4, which is 7, and that did hit box on May 9th. You're going to also add on 159 to that 645, so you have 6 plus 1, which is 7. 4 plus 5, which is 9. 5 plus 9, which is 14, or 4. That's 794, and that did hit on June 5th. You're going to subtract off 159 from that 645, so that's 6 minus 1, which is 5. 14 minus 5, which is 9. And then 15 minus 9, which is 6. And that hit on May 19th. And then let's see here. Okay, so you will keep subtracting off 159 there. So you take 596 minus 159. So 5 minus 1 is 4. 9 minus 5 is 4. And then 16 minus 9 is 7. And 447 did hit box on May 26th. All right, and then the 027, you're going to add, and you got that from that previous page. You can go back to it if you need to see where that came from. So 027, you're going to add 159 to that. So that's 0 plus 1, which is 1. 2 plus 5, which is 7. 7 plus 9, which is 16, or 6. That one did not hit. You're going to subtract off 159 from 027. You got 10 minus 1, which is 9. 12 minus 5, which is 7. And then 17 minus 9, which is 8. And then 978 did hit box on May 21st. You're going to take that 176 right there. You're going to add 159 to it. So 1 plus 1, which is 2. 7 plus 5, which is 12, or 2. And then 6 plus 9, which is 15, or 5. So 225 did not hit. And, the next month on that. And then 978 you got from up here. You're going to subtract off 159. So 9 minus 1, which is 8. 7 minus 5, which is 2. And then 18 minus 9, which is 9. So 829. And then based on all of that, the potential numbers that may hit in the next 1 to 2 months, based off of what I just showed you, I took it from 706 that hit on June 4th, and I did plug that number into all the examples I showed you to come up with these numbers, okay? So that gave me 010, 492, 169, and 218. So keep an eye out for that in the next month or so for those numbers. And then one thing I wanted to go over briefly is I've noticed with Ohio, and I have not done an in-depth workout on this to try to pinpoint this, but it seems like your numbers are doing basically, so as an example, this is hypothetical, but as an example, you will have like 218 hit, okay, right? And then what I notice is in the next week to 3 weeks, basically, that it might show up as 718 or 628 or 312. So I haven't, it may be something to look out for. I have not done an in-depth workout though, like I said, and I will not be doing that anytime soon, but I did want to point it out to you. Okay, that is it, Ohio. If you have any questions or comments, just let me know in that comment section.